Couple words.
Maybe 2 words, not 4. I like to blow my trumpet and that, do you know what I mean? In my last fight, I had to watch my weight. I'm eating too much, even though I'm a heavyweight.
Hey!
I'm on time and I'm never ever late. I'm hustling hard so I can go on and be a great. In JD, chilling with my mates. I stay low key, never ever moving bait. Keep it calm, ring the alarm. Man chat, get slapped with my palm.
One sec. Hey! Oh! AJ! Shut down! My God!
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Boxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the 4th round on.
Boxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Dazn Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. This is our second show today, so if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure that you do. But just subscribing isn't enough. Go a step further. Click that notification bell. This way, you never miss a show whenever we are live, like right now. So if you're just joining into the live stream, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. Plus, you hitting the thumbs up button makes me want to come back and do this more than just once a day. Now, today I'm actually bringing you a little treat because I got my co-host who's been MIA for a couple of days now since his departure from Indiana to New York to Indiana. We are back like a crack. So, we're going to be talking some rumors. We got the old rumor mill show overlay out, and it's time to talk the rumors. The AJ protectors have come out in full force. They're saying this wasn't AJ. This isn't how AJ performs. Something was wrong. And sure enough, things are starting to surface. It's rumored that Joey Dawejko knocked out AJ in sparring. No, really. He did. That's what they're saying. Joey Dawejko knocked out AJ in sparring. He was concussed, hence went into the fight with a concussion, not feeling himself, his legs not really there, and that's why he put up the performance that he put up. It's believable. If you suffer a concussion, maybe you're not going to be good on fight night. I don't know. We'll discuss it. This is the rumor. It's popping up everywhere. World Boxing News, who usually has very good interviews and quotes, is reporting this. They revealed that Joey Dawejko was the man that knocked out AJ in sparring 8 days before the Ruiz fight. Now, from what I understand, on the Sun UK, I would have to go look it up, but I believe AJ is already refuting that he was knocked out in sparring. I'll check that while I introduce the stranger to the show.
Dazn Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop here, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out before he said he was not.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Boxingvoice.com.
Yo, what's up, people? What's up, people? Everybody out there in the TBB universe, back with another one. And yes, this is the rumor mill. Joey Dawejko, man. I remember Elms was telling me about Joey Dawejko, and he had a draw with Big Baby. Now there's rumors that he possibly knocked out Anthony Joshua. That's That's amazing. And this kind of goes along with the storyline of Joshua's dad not wanting Joshua to headline that event, and seeing him and Eddie have a exchange after the fight. So lots to talk about and lots to break down. But what's going on, this?
How are you, brother? How are you? All
I'm
right.
great, man. Great. Glad to be back, man. Great weekend in fucking New Jersey. Left my beats, left my gloves, but other than that, I'm great, man. Had a great time with you guys. Had a great time at the fight party or a watch party. Had a great time. Just the whole BX Brooklyn. I mean, it was great, bro. Everything was good. Food was good. Women were beautiful in New York, and I mean, every time we drove by a block, you could not wait to see a beautiful woman in the city of New York. So you guys have women, women, women.
So, according to the Sun UK, they say Anthony Joshua was not knocked down in sparring or knocked out in sparring, contrary to the report credited. Joshua looked nervous before the bell, getting a late massage and chewing on his gum shield. That did make me, you were watching. I'm like, yo, what's up with him, bro? Like, why is he so chillaxed in the corner before the big fight?
When I watched that fight, man, and the way he was walking out, and by the way, the walkout, I mean, they made this man walk damn near a mile, didn't they? He walked from his dressing room to the motherfucking garage, out of the garage to the arena, then out to the stage. I was just like, that was kind of weird walking, you know what I'm saying? And then he also just his body language wasn't that of what, in my opinion, what it normally is. And maybe this Joey Dawejko thing is absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Joey has some good skills and has a good boxing ability, but I never knew of Joey to have that knockout power. Did he get knocked down or was he knocked out? Those are two different things.
So, according to The Sun, the rumor was being floated around, but they picked it up once Telegraph and Talk Sports boxing reporter Garf Davies told Alan Brazil's show that was the rumor doing the rounds in the U.S. after AJ put in such a shocking performance. So, translation, basically, Garf Davies that interrupted my interview with Eddie.
This your best friend, man. Quit lying. Y'all know y'all buddies.
Yeah, we are. That's why, before that we talked. He gave me, he gave me his Skype. He wants to be on the show,
Definitely, he'll be a nice guy to have on. He's very entertaining and have a different outlook on boxing. I know he does like some kind of a martial arts because I always see him kicking shit or like trying to kick somebody. He almost chin checked fucking Carl Farcher with a kick. I was like, shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll put in a text. I didn't know he was U.S. boxing popular. I know he's,
I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't go that far, but he does definitely have a UK base, and I'm pretty sure guys over here in the U.S. know him by look, maybe not by name.
Yeah.
But
so,
what do you?
So the rumor started with him because he said he heard it here in the States after, speaking to reporters and seeing the performance that AJ put on versus Ruiz. Now, this is my thing. For the AJ protectors, they probably want to run with this. They probably want to say, yo, our champ didn't perform properly. He didn't perform the way he was supposed to. And you can tell. And now, look.
Why would you want to run with getting knocked down or knocked out by Joey Dawejko? You want to put that as far away as possible, right?
And that's my point.
Okay.
That's my point. The protectors are probably trying to, run with it because it's like, oh, he had a concussion. He'll do better in the rematch. But it's like, yo, these rumors were always here. We always hear this. We always hear he was dropped by Dubois or, he was dropped by Klitschko or he was dropped by someone.
David Price.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility to believe that Joey Dawejko could have done something, who has a decent left hook, who got a draw with Big Baby, who's been in the ring, has a ton of experience. and was posting hella videos. And listen, there is a story out there, and I don't mean a story like a rumor. I mean an Instagram story by AJ, if anyone recorded it, where he's giving mad props to Joey Dawejko in sparring. You know, speaking specifically of sparring. Maybe that was the day he got his little hiney dropped on the floor. If you're watching the YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It won't hit thumbs up on its own. If it's gray, it ain't right. Turn it blue. We got it going on. So,
Hey,
yeah, man.
Ness, where do you do most of your shopping at?
On Amazon.
Don't we got something like a Amazon hyperlink or something like that?
We most certainly have an affiliate link that you can find at theboxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors. And you can definitely support your favorite podcast by, doing some Amazon shopping with our affiliate link. It costs you absolutely nothing. They don't add any extra, fees to your cart. But we get a small kickback because we sent you there, right? And it's like, all right, cool. I get to help out my favorite boxing podcast. So, Davies has some pull. We got to say that. He's got some pull that he can tell someone this and stir the pot. I wanted to get Dawejko on the horn, but I could not. But the thing is, a fighter will probably turn around and tell you and I, Mike, it's sparring. It's sparring. And then if push more, he'll say what happens in sparring stays in sparring. Sparring doesn't mean nothing. But according to the rumors and the protectors, AJ's father thinks it means something. Now, that connection, Mike, I'm clearly getting this. AJ's father was mad. He had this concussion. He didn't want AJ to proceed with the event. This is all, I haven't seen
Yeah, those are rumors. But what I know for a fact is his father went at Eddie Hearn after that fight.
Turn down just a bit. You can keep talking, though.
Yeah, but he went at Eddie Hearn after that fight.
Yeah, but you don't even know what was said.
I know, but from the outside looking in, it looked like it wasn't like, hey, how you doing?
I don't know, man. People have been tagging me in videos, clips of it. I just don't see. There's not enough to read there. There's not enough to read. Were there words being exchanged? Yes. Did AJ get involved? Yes. Did AJ restrain his father? I'm not quite sure. He just stuck his arm out and embraced his father. After a very emotional, upset loss. I just think there's too many rumors flying around. I think people are just trying to grab on to whatever excuse fits.
I'm not trying to make any excuse for AJ or anything like that, but I do think he was telling his father to calm down and don't worry about it. I'm the fighter. You're not fighting or something like that. It seems like he was trying to restrain his father from going at Eddie Hearn. Now, if this has anything to do with the Joey Dawejko, it totally makes sense if the reports or the rumors that are coming out from Fury's dad, matter of fact, John Fury, came out and tweeted that Joshua's dad didn't want Joshua to fight because of something that could have happened. Because
yeah, but how does he know? How does he know?
I don't know how he knows. And I'm just saying what he tweeted out. That's all I'm doing. He's a figure in boxing that we know, and I'm just saying he tweeted out something.
Strange, bro.
Let
me just screen share this. Here's the images that Mike's talking about. This is AJ, Anthony Joshua's furious dad confronts Eddie Hearn in the ring after his son suffers shock defeat. This is the father, and this is the son. Eddie doesn't look a bit worried. I don't see the animosity that people want to portray. Look at the father's face there. It's not a face of anger. I don't see that. So I don't know, Mike. I don't know, man. You can't believe everything you hear.
I'm not believing everything I hear. I'm just
no. I'm just saying. I'm speaking.
Yeah, I'm just reporting on the rumors that were out there, and Eddie came out and said Joshua fine. Joshua came out the day up because Radio Raheem asked him about that mark on his face, and he was adamant. My sparring partners don't beat me up. Those are his words. Those words came out of his mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, listen. you know, a reporter told him, "Oh, did you hear Andy Ruiz say XYZ?" And he was like, "Oh, he's already talking. Oh, I'm gonna break his jaw." So, like, you know, he's known to react when someone pushes the right button. You know, and I quote, "My dad's upset," which is a natural reaction. And that was AJ on his father's reaction to whatever took place with Hearn. There's not much to go off of, you know? It's not much to go off, but I quote, he said, "My dad's upset," which is a natural reaction. "My mom's cool. She doesn't come to the boxing. And separates it. Everyone's in good spirits. Losing isn't a good night, but it's something we can learn from. My dad said, tighten up and get smart. When things are going good, nothing's going wrong. When something bad happens, you realize." So I have no clue what these quotes even mean. Sound a bit cryptic to me.
Yeah, they wasn't very, very detailed. It was just like, hey, my dad was mad. Got to get over it. Mom's cool. I'm cool. One is not good, and then that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying?
Strange. Even the post-fight press conference was so strange. Like, when asked about the rematch, he's like, "I don't know about the rematch. You know, I normally don't worry about that because I'm always winning. But if Andy wants it, then I want it." And it's like, wait, you have to say you want it so that Andy could want it.
I know, but I think when he was in the ring and he was like, "Hey, Andy, I'll see you soon," I thought that indicated that he wanted the rematch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where this him not wanting the rematch is coming from. Though. I believe that Joshua is like a champion. You know what I'm saying? He'll go and try to get his belts back.
I think it's more because they're not saying that. They're not saying like, "Yeah, we want the immediate rematch." No, and instead Hearn is like, "Yeah, I know Anthony Joshua wants it, but he's got to come out and say it. I know Anthony Joshua's going to take it because that's how the type of man he is, but he hasn't said he wants it yet." And it's like, bro, which one is it? Does he want it or does he not want it?
But it seems like Eddie already has plans for November, December, maybe a UK fight over in the UK.
Well, they always had plans for a UK Dillian White fight at the end of the year. Plans just changed, and now there's no titles. You know, do you go right into the rematch is what I was asking this morning.
You definitely go right into the rematch. Don't wait and give people something to like stir the pot up, because a lot of things have come out in the interview, especially with Dillian White about
therapeutic exemptions.
Oh man, wow.
Yeah, but Dillian White's always a hater, bro. He's always got something bad to say about AJ, bro. Always. I'm not really buying that until AJ pops like the rest of them. Then. But until he does, I'm not going to just, jump on the first, not even the first, but, I mean, how many times has he said this, right? And now all of a sudden, the therapeutic exemption is a valid story or rumor. I mean, I thought Big Baby said this as well. Like, so what's the difference now? Because it's Dillian White saying it makes it okay.
No difference. We spoke about it when Big Baby said something about it.
Does it make it more real to people? I don't know, man. Strange.
Just think it was odd that he would bring it up in like that kind of interview and like kind of throw salt on him when he's kind of down. I really haven't been liking.
I mean, how could you call that salt? So then you're saying Deontay Wilder threw salt as well?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit when it came out, said that he wasn't a true champion, that what did he say? That tweet, yeah, he took a stab at him while he was down, but for him it could be for both guys it could be different, because Dillian White has animosity with AJ too. So I mean, they have a built-in rivalry. Both guys have issues with AJ, so it's kind of to be expected. But at the same time, it was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. He lost. Let's see what he does when he comes back, and then we can really judge the heart and the drive of a champion. Because most times people people shell up when adversity comes to them. Only certain people can rise to the occasion, and AJ has the chance to rise to the occasion come December or whenever the rematch comes back. So I'm kind of more excited for the rematch because I want to see Andy go over there and do it in front of however many Brits. 30,000, 40,000, however many they get, and him just keep on living the dream. Because one of those quotes that Andy said was just he was like, "Mom, or sister or wife, we ain't got to struggle no more. Our life has have changed forever," and that touched me, man. Because shit, man, like when you are used to eating nothing and not having shit, and your life's changing and one night because of the drive and dedication and hard work you put into your craft. It's truly amazing, and those are the kind of stories that I love to see.
Yeah, man. It was one. That's what I'm saying. That's why this morning, I said that Ruiz has an opportunity to become a bigger star than Canelo, because he's
whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
He's Mexican American.
Saying he has a chance
Listen
to
to
be
me.
a bigger
Listen to me.
star than
Listen to me.
Canelo.
Listen to me. He's Mexican American. Okay, he's Mexican American. So it's totally different. You have to be. If you're an American, a Mexican American, you have to be into boxing or be like deeply rooted to your family to be, plugged in with Canelo. Canelo was born in Mexico. I'm not saying that he isn't known. He's household. He's household, especially in Mexico and to Mexican families. But what I'm saying, Andy Ruiz is more relatable. Who looks more like you? Does Canelo look like you, or does fucking Andy look like you? That's what I am saying. Who brings in more money? Does Mexicans from Mexico bring in pay-per-view sales? I think not. Or do Mexican Americans that make up 11% of the American population? So,
I mean, let's be real though. Like most Mexican Americans like Canelo too.
Most. We don't know all. We don't know if there's a gap there. What about the kids Ryan Garcia's age that don't know Spanish? Are they Canelo fans?
I don't know. That's a good question, but for him to be a bigger star than Canelo, man, that's a bold statement because that's a lot of work to do, man. That's a lot of work to do, man. And he does have is getting like a lot of buzz because of his victory. So maybe he can steal some of those UK fans as well.
So Hearns has come out without an S. Hearns without an S. He's come out and refuted the therapeutic exemption, everything. Because, speaking on his YouTube channel, Dillian White alleged that Joshua could be on something. He also spoke that, when Joshua was talking to his trainer, Rob McCracken, and asking, why do I feel like this after the 6th round? So at that point, Dillian White jumps in and he's like, it's because you're in America with the VADA testing and you're not on the juice. That's why. It's harder to get a therapeutic use exemption in America than in the UK. That's why. So these were the accusations that Dillian White made about Anthony Joshua. And last night, a spokesperson for Anthony Joshua insisted that those comments are 100% false, that Anthony Joshua is one of the most tested athletes in the sport and has been VADA and UKADA tested in the UK for all his fights. He was tested as much in the States as he has been tested in the UK for every fight. Hearns also denied the rumors in the States that Joshua was concussed from a sparring KO, or that he also denies the rumor that he suffered a panic attack before entering the ring. Now, a panic attack, that actually sounds a little bit more fitting. I'm telling you, he didn't look right. He was gassed in the first round. You watch our live fight, I was telling you, he was breathing too heavy. His lips were powder white. something happened to him, and I kept referring to, yesterday and this morning as the energy dump. When you get in that ring and then boom, something happens and you just got no energy, bro. No energy. And it has to do with the anxiety. It is relatable to a panic attack. Now, that only happens on the amateur level. When you're first starting out, before you start sparring, before you start going 6 and 12 rounds. This is like for guys like me and you, not for an Anthony Joshua. So I know it's far-fetched for it to come from Joshua or for it to be true for Joshua. But for anyone that's been in the ring, you know that feeling.
Yeah, man, I highly doubt Joshua had a panic attack. Man, he's been in front of 90,000 people. He's been in front of 80,000. He's been in front of 70,000. He's been sold out the O2 Arena.
90,000 is not Madison Square Garden, buddy.
He's been an Olympic gold medalist, you know what I'm saying, fighting in front of thousands and thousands of people. So, to me, it's like another day in the park for him. In my opinion, it had to be something more. Right? Maybe a lingering head symptoms from that knockdown or knockout from Joey Dawejko, or maybe he just wasn't feeling right. Maybe he was just off his game that night. But a panic attack, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, that means like when he get a real big fight with Fury or Wilder, he's gonna fucking have a heart attack.
So check out the number of time White has called AJ a cheater. February 26, White calls AJ the Lance Armstrong of heavyweight boxing. Joshua responds to Dillian White and says, I do not shove needles up my ass. April 18th, after Gerald Miller fails his drug test, White claims Joshua's on therapeutic exemptions. That's a fact, 100%. Probably got ADHD, low testosterone, everything. April 29th, White claims Miller failed a drug test in order to compete with a juiced up AJ, saying Miller knows Joshua's on therapeutic exemptions. He's probably got scared. May 1st.
What is a therapeutic exemption? Is that meaning like I could take certain shit?
Exactly.
Because I
exactly.
have a lingering injury or a nagging?
Exactly. According to Dillian White, AJ gets a therapeutic exemption for hormone, for testosterone replacement or some shit like that.
I'll do a 29-year-old man get a therapeutic exemption for testosterone.
He's low on the T's, baby. He's low on the T's, you know what I mean?
That
probably something happened, pumping all those muscles early in his career, like before being a boxer when he just went to the gym to bulk up.
Don't forget when Wilder called him out, he called him A Juice and J, you know what I'm saying? He called him that shit like a couple years back, so that's another little trinket in that timeline.
Well, May 1st, AJ reveals the extent to which he is tested. I can't talk for Miller or Povetkin, but my team is the best in the business. I am tested more than 16 times a year, probably 16 times in each camp. I have tests done by Okada and Vada. He also calls for lifetime bans for dopers. June 2nd, shortly after Andy Ruiz's win, White simply tweets a link to the very song, The Drugs Don't Work.
Dillian White got to be the best troll in boxing. Has to be the best troll in boxing, bro. Like you said, he got under Wilder's shit and said, you shouldn't be talking. You've been running from me for like... He told Wilder on his interview, he been running from him for like 600 days. What kind of shit is that, bro? Then he told AJ, he called him a pussy when he put that fucking tweet out. Like,
no. He called Fury a pussy when Fury tried to... like be a nice guy to AJ and losing. He's like, man, pussy. So June 3rd, White claims AJ lost against Ruiz because he wasn't able to dope. You're in America with VADA testing and you're not on juice. That's why you felt different. It's harder to get a therapeutic use exemption. So he's been facing these juicing accusations from White for a long time.
Absolutely, man. Dillian White, you know what I'm saying? But Dillian White has failed for drug tests. AJ has not. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean,
those are the facts.
You know,
Even though I believe it was the same thing Big Baby said he used that was legal in the States but was illegal in the UK. So
yo, I want White to be champ. He needs at least one belt.
he need one belt, man. He need one.
He do need one belt. Check out this line. He said he was the landlord, but he failed to collect the rent. Yo.
Oh, that's fire.
Yo, get that man a title shot, man. Get that man a title shot. We need that man. We need to see what this man does with a belt and some ASI status, you know? He's thoroughly entertaining, for real.
I think he might be the man. I'm telling you. I know AJ, and I expect him to, bounce back and have a good career. But I think Dylan White might be one of the best heavyweights over in the UK, if not the best, but behind Fury.
Yo, I'm so happy you said over in the UK because I was about to come back with like straight fire. Like I thought you meant
no, over in UK.
I know.
But behind Fury, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think he's a damn good prospect. Well, not prospect, but contender. I want to see him fight Fury for that diamond belt or whatever, or pearl belt, like Amir Khan fighting for.
So I gotta ask you flat out, man, because we just touched on the facts. We kind of read the report. But do you believe that Joey Dawejko is capable of dropping Anthony Joshua in sparring with headgear? Or do you believe that he uses headgear? Because I'm hearing Brits don't really use headgear.
I know
Tyson
Fury don't really like to use it. And Vladimir Klitschko was known for not using headgear in the sparring. I think he said that made him sharper. So maybe AJ took that away from the camp with Vladimir. But if he wasn't using headgear, then he was asking for trouble. And we all know, man, let's be honest. Miami has a lot of nice things down there. A lot of nightlife, a lot of beautiful. I mean, I'm talking about.
So you saying he was knocked out by some pussy, not by.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that, but we don't know what he could have did the night before. Joey could have came in and just caught his ass one and bop. You know what I'm saying? He fell.
So
and,
you believe Joey is capable?
Bro, when I seen Joey fight Kuzma, in my opinion, he did enough to possibly get a draw or swing it his way. So Joey has skill and has good technique and does go to the body and head in combination. So it's entirely possible that Joey can catch somebody slipping. Let's not forget he does have a draw on his record with who?
Big Baby
Miller. And we don't know what the fuck Big Baby was on when he fought Joey. Just saying. Hey, when a guy fails a drug test, his whole career is like
up in question.
Especially when you're taking 3 of them, a cocktail. Come on, man. Shit, come on now. I'm just being real. You taking a damn cocktail. You taking like some shit that no, I ain't gonna go that far. Go ahead.
No, I mean that's really my question. Do you think? Because I'm gonna be honest. You asked me this question Friday. I say hell no. Hell no, Joey Dawejko ain't dropped no motherfucking AJ, let alone knock him out in sparring. Hell no, you's a damn lie. You liar. That's what I would have said. But now.
What about today,
nigga? Today, after Saturday night, I seen my man from Up drop him. I said, uh-oh, anybody could take this motherfucker out.
Man, hold on, man. Hold on.
Let me tell you, let me just add that with this because
okay.
This ain't the first time we heard it. Am I right or am I wrong? It's not the first time we've heard this.
No, David Price, David Dubois, and now Joey Dawejko.
It's a lot of people claiming to knock down AJ in sparring. I'm texting with Garf, seeing if he's free.
Oh, it's fine. But look, man, we gotta, as a community, as a whole, we gotta quit disrespecting our new heavyweight champ. I'm seeing motherfuckers on First Take say Joshua got beat by a guy who looked like he hadn't worked out.
They called him Butterbean on
yeah,
ESPN.
man, like man, we gotta stop with the fucking disrespect, bro.
No, because it's not disrespect.
It is disrespect, man. Y'all talk about how a guy looks and not about how he fights.
Teddy Atlas said that Andy Ruiz set back the gym industry 100 years.
That's disrespectful.
Nobody wants to go work out when they can eat hamburgers and put it down like Andy Ruiz. That's what I'm trying to tell. It is not disrespectful. It's relatable. It's relatable. It's relatable. It allows you to be a dreamer. It allows you to be a dreamer. You look at him and you say, "Holy shit, I could do it too."
What? Eat and fucking box?
Eating box. You think is that? Listen, you've been in the ring.
And that's
now,
what
man.
I'm saying. It's not all that. Motherfucking Ruiz has good skill, has good hand speed, has good punch placement.
Over 100 amateur fights. Name 5 heavyweights that got over 100 amateur fights.
I don't know one nigga, probably Joe Joyce.
Deontay Wilder got like 20. Brian Jennings had like 19. Joshua got like 40. You know what I'm saying? Ruiz, he shocked us, bro. I'm not going to sit here just because I knew his resume and I knew things about him, act like I thought he could do it. I didn't think he could do it. I thought Joshua was invincible. I thought his kryptonite was Deontay Wilder. You know that, I know that. You know, I thought he was the man of steel until he met Professor Doom, Dr. Doom, Mr. Doom.
What's the nigga name from the Demi Planet? from the same planet as
Zod?
Zod.
Nah, because Superman, he basically beat the brakes off of Zod, sent him into the Phantom Zone. It's the other dude. Doom is the one that killed Superman, bro. You bugging. You fucking up the whole story. I don't watch that shit. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Why? Because it helps with the visibility of the show. Lets us know that you appreciate what we do. And guess what? We came back twice because you liked the other videos so much. So like this one, we'll come back again. If you want more, we still got Untitled on patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice later on tonight, where we sit back, relax, talk a little bit of everything. Movies, girls, I don't know, everything. This guy talks freaking.
I want to apologize to Andy Ruiz Jr. On the show last week, I stated that I thought you didn't have a chance of beating Anthony Joshua. I was sincerely wrong, and I do apologize. I can't admit when I'm wrong. And great job, man, becoming the first Mexican champion and people out there in the boxing landscape. Put some respect on his man's name when you talk about him. Don't talk about his size or none of that shit. Talk about his story and what he came from and the adversity of having to leave Top Rank because they ain't moving you how you going to. Convince Al Heyman to make an investment in you, buy you out your contract, come to motherfucking PBC, have one fight on PBC against Alexander Dimitrenko, beat the brakes off him, and then go in a fucking world title fight with 4 belts on the line. And yes, I am counting the IBO belt as a legitimate world title. That is fucking, and hats off to you, Andy, for doing that.
You know, the funny thing about that IBO title, we don't know when and how AJ even got that. You know, he was the IBF champ, then he unified with the WBA.
They threw it in with the WBA.
I know, they must have thrown it in there as a consolation prize or something like that. I don't know. But
and Snickers, man. Get that man a motherfucking deal. Out here giving y'all free pub. Cut that man a motherfucking check.
Well, Snickers replied to him. They said, congratulations to Andy Ruiz on a satisfying
we're going to send you a fucking... Nah, nigga, send me a contract. Fuck you talking about a damn gift package. I don't need that. I'm the heavyweight champ. Y'all need some motherfucking endorsements? Why wait? Grab a Snickers and whip ass like Andy. Damn good slogan.
Yeah, grab a Snickers and whip ass like the regular guy, Andy, just like you. That's why he's going to be more relatable, Mike. I'm telling you. And not only that, if you heard the post-fight press conference, my man talks Spanish better than me. Better than me. He sound like he was born in Mexico, okay? He didn't stutter. He didn't skip. He didn't fucking nothing. I be getting caught up. I got to go call my mom. Like, Mom, how you say this? You know what I'm saying? Like, my man is legit. He's legit. I'm telling you, wait till he start doing the rounds on Golpe a Golpe, ESPN Boxeo. The world's going to know. The world's going to know. Listen, AJ would have never sold the amount of U.S. pay-per-views that Andy Ruiz could sell. Now, Andy Ruiz got to prove he ain't no fluke. He got to do it one more time.
And this might be better for AJ. You just made your name big as fuck in the USA. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows you just lost to Andy Ruiz.
Everybody.
If you come back for that, if you come back from that, you have established yourself as a a name or somebody that's recognizable among U.S. sports fans because of what happened. So this could be better for y'all down the road if you come back on a tear, knock out Ruiz, knock out fucking White Usyk, you right back in the game. We seen Pacquiao get knocked out cold. Still sold 5 million pay-per-views. I mean, 4 million.
Hey, yo, look, I'm gonna say this, man. I don't believe the rumor. I don't believe AJ was knocked out in sparring. Maybe knocked down. I'll give him that. I'll give Dawejko that. He's short. He moves well for a heavy-set guy. But I'm not gonna say AJ was knocked out in sparring. I just can't run with that. He had an off night. I think my theory is probably the right theory. And I could be wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just believe it was too much for him. I know it. I know that's hard to believe since he's fought in front of 90,000 and all that, but that's at the comfort of his home, bro. That's in his comfort zone. Coming here, fighting in front of 20, even though most of those were his own. You heard how quickly they turned on him. So were they all his? They booed him very fast.
I couldn't believe they started booing AJ. I was just like,
wow. He thought he was home, champ. He tried to grab the mic. It wasn't your turn. This America. Boo. He tried to grab. He thought he was in Principality or in Wembley, and he was like, yo, and all he wanted to do, I'm being honest, I'm not being a dick. All he wanted to do was get the crowd to respect Andy for what Andy just did, but they didn't take it that way. They boo! Get your ass out of here! Taking the mic from the Mexican champ.
And it goes to what my nigga Jeezy say, man. They love you, they hate you, then they love you again.
You know it.
Simple as that, man.
You know it.
And man, I was shocked. I was flabbergasted because I thought the AJ love and support was stronger than that. One little sign of adversity, one off night, and the day where half the crowd turns on them. I just didn't understand that.
No. It's not one night. It's not one night. Even though they traveled with him, remember, it's like Floyd Mayweather, bruh. They hate you and they love you. Some hate you, and some love you so much they just want to be there to watch you lose. That's, you know what I mean? They hate you so much they just want to be there to watch you lose. So don't think this was the first time they booed AJ, because it's not. Don't forget when he jumped in the ring with Dillian, they booed his ass.
Yep, they booed him.
This is consecutive. This is consistent. What isn't consistent is those thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the show. We about to open up these phone lines and make it even more interesting, which they're blown up. I see Jose. I see Joseph in Texas, Jose in Canada, Troy in Baltimore, Marcus in D.C., Rod in the A70.
That nigga still in Milwaukee on that bitch. I heard he was talking shit this morning, but a little cash shit this morning about your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. A nigga with no training. No sparring partner, you know what I'm saying?
Mike,
first
you
time,
was saying you was going to knock people out.
I did.
I know is I seen FOG hit you and your hand hit the floor.
Let me speak. What? Hold on, nigga. Run that back. What you say?
I said you was in the fight. Somehow your hand hit the floor. That's a knockdown.
Oh, no, bro. I was swinging and shit. I was out balanced. Hand hit the floor. A punch was not thrown or landed.
How'd you get off balance, though, Mike?
I throw my fucking right hand, nigga.
Listen, you guys be the judge of it. Head on over to patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice. You let me know, did FOG Boxing Talk on YouTube knock Mike the fuck out of his chair, and that's why he had his hands hit the canvas like Floyd, and he trying to get, just like Floyd, trying to get that knockdown wiped off his record. Let me get to some callers, man.
Hold on,
fuck you, pay me.
You about to just kill me? Go to the callers? Hold on, brother. Let me rebuttal that. Go over it and check out the motherfucking video. Y'all be y'all judge. FOG won the first round. I feel like that. Next 2 rounds, I feel like I was in control, and I did enough to win both of those rounds. And for me, first time being in the ring, first time doing any kind of sparring or any kind of matchmaking, you guys don't want to see me, man, 5 fights in, 3 fights in. I ain't gonna be shit nice, bro. I'm telling you.
Yo, let me tell you something that you don't even know. I'm gonna break this news right here for everybody. So you already got a second fight if you want, you can do your rematch with FOG on a bigger stage. Somebody wants you to be part of their August 3rd card if August 3rd falls on a Saturday.
Okay.
Yes. And it will be USA Boxing approved, though. It's going to be by the USA Boxing, so it might be your first amateur fight.
Where's it going to be at?
And it could be the same person you already fought.
Yeah, I definitely want that rematch, bro. Because people think I'm. Some people saying he won. I'm just like, he won. Fuck that, bro. Run that shit back. I'm gonna show y'all here because I got the game plan now. Ness helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Show me what I had to do to like get in my range, and now it's all about me parrying shots and me saying a little bit more because I felt like my jab was nice and my fucking when I started throwing the fucking right hand over the top. That started landing, but that straight right, he was leaning back, so I couldn't really land it that much. But hats out to FOG. I totally underestimated you. I said I counted you out. You know what I'm saying? But you got my respect, brother, and hats off to you, man. Thank you for.
So essentially, you did an AJ.
Huh?
You did an AJ.
No, I'm thanking him for like a year. Well, I probably did do an AJ. You know what I'm saying? Because I was living out here like Ant, you know what I'm saying? Man, Ant was doing the same shit. We out here living our life, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I fucked up. I will train harder. I will stop doing things that I shouldn't be doing in training, and I will be better.
All right. Well, let's get on out to these callers, man.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Going out to Mastermind Joseph in Texas.
What's up, big dog? How you doing tonight?
What up, Mike? Glad to have you back, big dog.
I know, hey, man. It's been a long time, man. I'm sorry, everybody out there, but I do apologize.
No, we're good. I just want to say this, man. Stop taking credit away from Andy Ruiz, man. I'm not going to accept these excuses.
Talking to the mic, champ.
My bad. Oh, that sound better now?
Yeah.
All right. I said, I'm not going to accept these excuses, man. At the end of the day, you sign a paper before the fight with the commission and say, do you have any previous injuries, any concussions, anything like that? He signed and agreed to it. So whatever it was that he might have had going on he knew about it. He took the chance and he got beat. Now, if you tell me that he overlooked Ruiz and didn't think much of him, I'd accept that more. But we still got to give credit to this man. He went in there, been boxing since he was 6 years old. He's, 29? Give the man his credit. Give the man his credit. He earned this. That's a lifetime worth of work. People don't realize that this is a lifetime worth of work this man put in. I don't think it's right for people to take that away from him. And so, as a fan, I refuse to accept any excuses from anybody. Let's give the man the respect he deserves. That's my call.
Mastermind Joseph, thank you for calling in. If you're on Skype, make sure you mute yourself. If you're not muted, you will be kicked off the call. You guys should know this by now.
Gave him a free one.
Let's get on out to Mastermind Javier in Alabama. Talk to me.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. No more hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
Boxingvoice.com.
1.5 conflicting ignorance. My partner in crime, Javier. What's going on, brother?
Mike no more. I know Ness feel the same way. I just want to say, if Joey Dawejko knock you out in sparring, you deserve to lose. It was your time to lose, my nigga. If Joey Dawejko knock you out in sparring, who Joey Dawejko ever knocked out in his career that's relevant? Nobody. I'll go and finish the answer for you. Nobody. why the fuck is he knock you out of spar with headgear on, bro? If he knock you out of spar, Brian Jennings went.
That's what I'm saying. This ain't no excuse. I don't know why people even allowing this rumor to come out. Like I would rather say Andy knocked me out, who at least fought for a title. Like Dawejko ain't never fought for a title.
Nigga, I will lie and say Okoli knocked me out in sparring before I said Dawejko. Dawejko is not the name that's getting out if I'm AJ. Nigga, I got knocked out. This nigga hit me with a hammer.
They could have gave this shine to that dude, Cabet, Abel, whatever the dude, Mike Light.
Eddie said that ain't happened from Cabell. He ain't never say Dawejko ain't do it. I swear to God, it was your time if Dawejko knocked you out in sparring. And Mike, you lost that second round to my nigga.
Bro, you was a hating ass nigga. Nigga never
I ain't
got in
gonna
the
lie,
round.
Mike. What
I didn't
lie
lose the second round, bro.
Bro, you was in the corner the whole second round.
Bro,
Mike,
I was landing shots. He was not.
Bro, you was in the corner for a whole round, Mike.
Saying
I don't know.
That's all you bring up. You was in the corner. You're not saying FOG caught you with punches, hit you with anything. Only thing you're saying, Mike, you were in the corner. That's it. What I'm saying is, in that corner, I was moving and slipping shots and landing shots, nigga.
I'm sorry, but you went landing now, Mike. If I can't be myself and I can't tell you the truth, Mike, I don't know what you want.
Bro, you a hater, man. You a nigga that dug nest twice.
I'm hating because I said
you ducked nest twice, bro, and shit.
So you lost, so you hurt.
You know what I'm saying? I see why you a smart man.
Look what he bring up when he lose. The nigga mad at me because I say he lost, so he say I ducked
I'm
nest.
not mad.
That ain't go. That's not getting the fire off you, Mike.
That's why I want to run it back to prove to niggas like you that I ain't lose.
Mike want to run it back like Wilder.
I wanted to run it back, nigga. That same motherfucking day, nigga. I ain't want to get out the fucking ring.
Should have asked for what's that? Speed round. We going out to Boomerang in Canada.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain code, Norway. Shorty want that foreplay, I'm like, no way. Gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it. OJ, getting cheese like green.
Yo, y'all don't know about Danny. That's Danny Swift Garcia on them bars.
Yeah. You know what? And just like in real boxing, man, you know, the fans, they're fickle and they're unloyal, man. Unloyal. Just like what happened to me in Border Wars, man. Gets one injury, can't make it, gets called a snake, gets called an asshole by his friends, by people he respects. That's just life, man. You know what? Same goes for AJ. You know, I couldn't believe this morning the amount of shit people were talking from the UK, man. Saying, oh, yeah, AJ, he was a little bit flawed. Fucking unloyal motherfuckers, man. That's what I hate about boxing. Ride with your guy, man. Ride or die. You know what? You should back him up, have his back. He's got his rematch. He can still do it. You know what? AJ is just as vulnerable as Wilder. That's why they're so exciting. Wilder got clipped by Brazil as well after he hit him hard. Brazil hit him.
Excuse me. Don't put my man in that category.
Yeah, our man don't do no motherfucking tap dances, no funny dances and shit. Nigga.
I'm sorry.
Brazil,
2 champions entered the 7th round, and only 1 survived. Okay,
1 came out.
Wilder made it to the 8th. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, though, man.
Then came back and knocked that same nigga the fuck out.
Got clipped, except he was able to steady himself, man. He was. So AJ got clipped and he wasn't able to recoup, man. And now they're talking about the drugs.
Are you recouped yet, brother?
One thing again.
Are you back?
No, not yet, man. I'm not back yet at all, man.
Are you gonna be back for Border War 6?
I'm gonna be back, man. I'm gonna be back. You guys will see bigger, better than ever, man. I didn't like what Eddie Hearn did, man. I thought that was very unloyal of him, man. After the fight, he immediately answered back by saying that you know, his guy AJ, who put him on the map, was sloppy. Like, you know, you don't say that after your guy loses. You know, you just don't.
Cut it out. Hit your boomerang stat. He cutting ties, dog. He cutting ties, man. Like, if you ain't look good, you ain't look good. You want Eddie to lie? As much as we call Eddie a liar, he finally tells the truth, and you mad at him. Come on, man. We going out the Mastermind in the Nolia. Stand up, NL.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
shit, bro. Yeah, shit, but it started early, you dig? Man, look, I've been saying this shit, sound like I gotta keep saying this shit, man. AJ got his fucking ass whooped, you heard me? Because I've been saying this shit from the start. Like, I never said, bro, my heavyweight champ never wore biker shorts and a cut-off T-shirt, man. I ain't never saw no real heavyweight champ hit the beach like that, man. Keep it real, this shit never saw that shit. No, I don't even
Tyson Fury do that
they got
shit.
you on the blacklist, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, he ain't even want to run it back. He ain't even want to run it back, bro. He need
That's what them UK niggas do, man.
Yo, why Tyson Fury doing pad work in his fucking boxers with Ben Davis? What's going on?
Come on, man. Is you serious? Is you seriousness, brother? Come on, man. The AJ, bro, he getting back and chest massaging and shit, man. Like, I've been calling this shit, bro. Like, even AJ haircut, man. Like, how you got all that money, but you ain't never had a real fade, man. And his liner, he don't even get a liner. Man, shit, dog. Check this out, bro. You heard me? Anytime heavyweight champ, bro, you let another man rub you down, dog. It's suspect things going on. Then he got a life coach. Come on, man. He got a life coach, bro. You need help to get up for a fight. Man, you crazy. You the champ. You the champ of the world, man.
Cut it. Javi said bring him back.
Good
hating
energy.
ass Javi.
Good energy. Wait, Javi, we got other boomerangers. We will get to you, though.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for a trip. I'm a 54-pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, I'm noticing that that reaction video. A lot of people was liking that shit, man.
A lot of people like the guy in the red hat. A lot of people, you know what? I'm fucking pissed off. A lot of people like, the only one that knows anything about boxing is the guy in the red hat. And I'll be honest, yes.
You goddamn right.
Yes, you were the one saying that Ruiz was going to win from as soon as the bell rung. But
we have been drinking, though. That's all on, man.
He was tipsy.
We've been drinking, though.
He was tipsy.
He got a little bit courage, you know
his ass.
Nah, I was right, bruh. Like the style that dude got, Ruiz, man. He let combinations go, and he's quick. He's quicker than AJ, so that's what I was banking on, and I knew he was gonna keep coming. You know what I'm saying?
Should have put that $1,000 on that bet.
Yeah, you should put that $1,000 down.
I know, right?
Boy, you would have won like 17,000, 18,000.
He'd have parked the truck for a year. Half a year at least.
17,000, 18,000 easy in the clear.
Yo, AJ had that same look in his eye that I had going into Border Wars.
Yo, he finally admits he lost. Yo.
Hey.
That nigga was over there sitting down before his fight.
Me, man.
Hey, we can't ask him, man, you gonna warm up? Nah.
Yo, it was the first time I've been outboxed, bruh. But for some reason, man, again, I just kept trying to be the bully. I was concentrating on that. Because you remember I said I was going to dictate the pace?
Nah, what happened was you thought he was a Euro bum, and he showed your ass he ain't no Euro bum.
Man, he neutralized my whole game, bruh. I can't wait to do that again.
I don't know. I'm hearing he got bigger and better things.
Man, what?
I don't know, man. We might have found.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
We might have found him an active pro.
Folks are saying, man, that
let me find
that
out
reaction video.
You anti-JB.
People saying the reaction video, the greatest reaction video of all time.
Nah, there is.
For real. If y'all haven't seen it, go check out our YouTube page.
Y'all gonna have to fly to my house for every
real
fight.
Quick. Yo, hey, real quick, bro. Real quick. Yo, you can't really see it in that video, but Mike Strong ass pulled me down to his wheelchair, bro.
Everybody said, yo, the dude in the wheelchair was trying to get up. That shit was hilarious. But use your status, champ. Use your status. Let me see what we got.
That was a wild ass night though, Nez, man. I'm just thinking about. I've been watching that video like I watched it like twice already. Nigga, we was on. We were acting a fool. Oh shit! Oh That shit was
Dude,
epic,
it was
bro.
not acting a fool. It was crazy
I
because
know, but it was epic,
let me
though.
tell you something. AJ dropped him first. So as a true, boxing fan, I was like, oh shit. But to see a man get off the floor and then drop you, let alone drop the favorite, let alone the dude that's like 7 inches bigger, I was like, oh like that shit really got me crazy. Then I'm seeing him pound. He's just like pound, 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 pound. And motherfucking the ref ain't doing that. And I'm like, oh, now I'm thinking corruption. So it's like, yo, you gotta stop the fight. And then he drops him again, bro. Almost through the ropes. B-hop style. That shit was, bruh. The funny thing is this, you gotta give AJ this, man. You gotta give him this. The motherfucker keep being in Fight of the Year candidates. Like, yo, the Vlad fight was a goddamn good fight. And now this one, it's like, yo, this was a good fight. Even though he lost, the back and forth nature of it, it was good, man. It was good. I've watched it several times.
The best thing could happen for AJ Starr if he can bounce back. If he would have went out there and beat Ruiz 1-2 rounds, people would just say, it is what it is. But for the fact that he got dropped 4 times, got up 4 times, referee waved it off.
No,
everybody's
because it made
talking
history.
About it.
It made history. See, so
Exactly.
now it's not just you lost to a bum. This ain't just Buster Douglas. This the first Mexican heavyweight champ. Now all these rumors are being uncovered. Ellie Setback posting videos from 13 years ago when this kid was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? So now it's building its own story, and it's what I'm telling you. Ruiz will become an A-side in this heavyweight division if he keeps winning. Just remember that. We're going to go back out to these callers. We got to all our boomerangs and ringers. Time to go out to Coach Mitty. Talk to me. Javi, I'm coming to you.
Yo, what up, Ness? What up, Mike? I'm listening because I like those, the theories, right? And trying to find out what happened. We all said, there's something that looks wrong, whether it's the weight, it's carrying on too much muscle or something. But I like what you said, Ness. I actually believe the panic attack story more than the impact of the concussion.
Why? Because you've been in the ring, brother.
No, and let me tell you, at any level, I know that you said that it's only for amateurs, but I'm telling you, when you're about to make that ring walk, even in border wars, when you're about to get in a ring and you just have like that little bit of something. Oh, you know what? I'm about to be shown in front of the world, and what if I mess up? Not you scared of your opponent, but imagine thinking about the backlash that you're gonna get on social media. That only can give you a panic attack, especially if the sparring stories are true. It's even more if you think that, I didn't look great in sparring, I got dropped last week or whatever. Now I'm about to go in a ring and just in front of the whole world. So that's what I believe now. Now, with regards to the comment about Dawejko not being able to knock him out in sparring or knock him down or whatever, you got to remember, when people tell you sparring is sparring, they're saying that it's because the champion usually goes in with different sparring partner, and he's been working out, he's tired or whatever, right? So anything can happen. So I believe that it's quite possible, but I don't know if he was concussed or anything. So, but we'll soon find out, though. So, but yeah, keep going. I like listening, and let's bring out more stories, man.
All right, Mitty, thank you for calling in. Boomeranga Javier, talk to me.
Hey, N.O., thank you for reminding me. That goddamn hairline, I thought about it. AJ went into an interview and was bragging about his haircut he got in Miami before he came. AJ was like, yeah, I had a dope barber. He lined me. He got me good. He gave me a great haircut. Man, AJ hairline looked like a nigga had cerebral palsy where he got them. That shit was fucked up. That shit, no. Hey, man. AJ, I see right now, everybody in your camp.
Why y'all kicking this man when he down,
man? Because that nigga, he got yes men in his camp, bro. You gotta have yes men in your camp for a nigga to let you walk out there like that. Bro, if my nigga had a hairline like that and I know he's finna go out in front of thousands of people, bro, I'm like, hey, bro, sit your ass down, bro. Let me get you right real quick, bro. I can't let you go out here like this or something.
Ask that nigga, man, can you fight with a do-rag on?
Shit, yeah, man. Put a Dewey on or something, man. Don't go out there like this, AJ. Hold on, dog. Or just save all that bullshit off before you go out there. Because that hairline look like a nigga fucked him all the way up. He need to fight that nigga who cut his hair. That's why he lost. The energy was off with their hairline. That's what fucked it up. And JD, I'm still disappointed in you, motherfucker. You remember that FaceTime I gave you earlier? I'm disappointed. I'm still disappointed in you, JD. I know you listening. I ain't gonna say what I want to say, JD, but just know, it's ever since you ain't listened to me in that corner in Dallas, that's your shit been going downhill, man. It's just, damn, JD, I'm disappointed, man. You know, just come on back to coach, bro. I got you. I'll get you back
Man,
right.
you weren't even there to motherfucking support your boy.
Cut it.
We going out to Troy in Baltimore. Talk to me.
What's going on, Troy?
Yes. Everything's everything, man. Congratulations. You got a draw, Mike?
Yeah, man. Some people say I got a draw, but I felt like I
Damn,
won.
Troy, you ain't even watched the man fight. All the advice you was giving him.
Hey, you give somebody advice, whether they take it or not, it's a different thing. But
you on Patreon? Really go check it out.
Okay, well, I'm not buying into the whole thing about him being knocked out by the sparring partner, but it's possible. But we'll see in the rematch. But question for you: when did women take over boxing like this? I've been listening. We got these women calling about AJ's hairline. He wore biker shorts. Oh, he looked like a supermodel, and that don't. What does that have to do with him? He lost. But why are all these grown men checking him out and talking about his looks, his hairline, his clothes? What does that have to do with the fact that he lost in the ring?
I don't know if you could consider those briefs.
I don't know either. No, but I'm saying, when did men become so feminine and so sensitive that they nitpick on everything instead of just focusing on what happened in the ring? What does his hairline have to do with him fighting? What does anything else? I mean, because women talk like that. I don't know any men that sit in the room and say,
man.
I don't know any men that sit in the room and be like, damn. You see his
Well, you know,
hairline?
some of
really
these young
wear
kids, you know what I'm saying,
biker
got feminine ways.
I'm talking about your callers.
That's
For
what I'm talking about.
2 days or hours or whatever, and they could all get at me because they all do. I'm in the mood today. That's cool.
Cut it.
Troy,
Damn, Javier,
we
he
knew who
fired
you were
your ass
talking
up.
about, champ. We going out. Let me make sure I got no boomerangs on here. Let me see.
Who we got online, man?
I'm not sure if NO already trying to come back. A little early in the game, man. No.
Yeah, because Troy just came at him.
I don't know.
Troy just came at him. He called him a woman.
Hit one time, man. No, if you really want this back.
He called him a woman, man.
That
Live
one.
on the
Hit
radio.
That number one.
We got 840 people watching. He called him a woman live.
Oh, he damn sure.
Real. And he called Javier a woman.
Yeah,
hey, man,
he do one back. He do one back.
On your head. Them beats look clean on your head, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, y'all can hear me? Check this
fine.
out. Yeah, man, check this out. Now, how the fuck you call in talking about a nigga, talking about a heavyweight champion that got feminine ass weight, but you take up for this nigga? See, that's the shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker running around with biker shorts and got a nigga massaging his motherfucking chest. But this nigga call in, you heard me? He won't say I'm feminine. Man, is you blind, son? This nigga crazy. Man, that's what's wrong with the game today, dog. They got niggas playing Lil Red Riding Hood on the flute and all this type of whack ass shit, but ain't nobody stepping up.
That nigga rattled the
flute. Keep going further and further down. Yeah, man, nigga playing Three Musketeers and Lil. I ain't never heard that nigga say nothing about that. You dig? And then we get surprised when they don't show no hope. He not a real man. He gave up. He ain't just lost. He quit. Man, what type of heavyweight champ quit, man? Man, telling you to walk out the corner. You don't want to walk out the corner. You looking at your corner. Man, fuck if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. I'd have more respect for him if he went out like a G. You know what I'm saying? But he went out there for somebody to save him. You dig? Now we making all type of excuses. You dig? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop all that, man. You hear me? I call it how I see it, homie. That's my goal.
Cut it.
Yeah, with that fire coming right back at Troy.
Rule in the 504.
What's going on, Roy?
What's happening? Yeah, I guess I have to agree with NO. I mean, I do remember Troy saying that AJ can be the next Joe Louis after this loss, and that still boggles my mind. I mean, I don't understand how someone could look at a guy that quit and thinks he's going to come back. And I mean, AJ could come back. I will give him the benefit of the doubt, but
Did he actually quit though, Rule?
He quit. He had an opportunity. He had an opportunity.
When the ref asked him was he ready, he said yeah.
Listen,
when the ref stopped it, he said, "Man, what you doing?"
Did he? Okay, it's very telling the demeanor of a fighter.
Yeah, body language wise, yes. Body language wise,
body
tells
language,
the whole story.
He
Yes,
quit.
sir.
He quit. Dude, he could have came out of that corner. It wasn't the first time he was knocked down. He got up all night. Ruiz beat his ass around the ring. He could have came out of the ring, but he quit. It's okay to call that. It's not a big deal. I mean, I think that Vlad is the best heavyweight of all time. He also was chinny early in his career. You can find a trainer to help you work around that. Lennox Lewis, who I also love, also was chinny. They both had the same guy that helped them overcome that. It's up to AJ. If he doesn't have any heart, all of that's meaningless. No trainer on the world is going to help him get over this. And he, as far as someone saying he's the next Joe Louis, time will tell. But it's crazy to think of that right now when the dude quit. I mean, he quit. There's nothing else to say. He quit.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Cut it. Oh shit! I just learned how to pause sound bites in mid sound bite.
Why the fuck you lying?
That's me pausing it. That ain't it. That ain't the internet. Oh shit! You learn something every day. Hit the thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the thumbs up button if you are enjoying the show. We're going to go out to...
We got to go out to somebody. That's a long-ass pause.
Marcus in D.C.
What up, Marcus in D.C.?
Yo, what's good, Mike? What's good, Ness? Yo, Mike, I ain't watched the joint, so I ain't gonna pass judgment on it. But boy, you sound defensive when people don't agree with you. You turning into Adrian Broner when Ness interviews Adrian Broner. When people say you lost, man.
I sound this way all the time. About every time.
It don't define you, Mike. It was your first wheelchair fight, like you said, man. You learn how to get your distance and all that stuff. You know, you ain't know all the rules, brother. So even if you did lose, which I'm gonna look and see tonight, don't take it. Don't take it so personal when somebody opinionated like that. But yo, check this out. AJ showed y'all he don't deal with punches well. He didn't deal punches well in the first Dillian fight. He didn't do well with punches in the Vladimir fight. He didn't do well with punches in the Andrew Ruiz fight. I think it's a little overstep to say he had an anxiety attack, but you can get anxious enough to where when you get in the ring, you feel exhausted. It's just like you've ever been in a fight and you had your fist balled up tight the whole time. The minute you loosen your fist, it feel like your whole arm about to fall off. AJ, and I'm going to tell y'all again, I said this yesterday, when you don't have any fat in your body, all you have is muscle, you build up lactic acid too fast, you turn into one big old cramp. I bet you any amount of money that through training camp, one of AJ's biggest problems is cramping. I promise you. The man don't deal with punches well. He didn't earn the position he had. Yeah, he beat Charles Martin. But the reality is that Eddie Hearn was engineering this man to have his very own Mayweather, to control the boxing division, to control the A side of things like Oscar has a Canelo. But AJ ain't earned it like a Canelo. AJ ain't earned it like a Floyd Mayweather. And AJ hadn't gone through no fire by trial to really show that he deserved this title. And this is what Deontay had been screaming about.
Cut it.
Man,
cut it. Ride an A70.
What up?
What up?
Hey, I got a couple of things today. First off, Mike, he did quit. Go watch the 6th round when he got hit with those 2 body shots. He pretty much gave up in that round. He stopped blocking. He stopped fighting.
Yeah, he stopped punching too.
He stopped punching at all at the end of the 6th. And then in the 7th round, he came back. He did try to fight early, but then when he got hurt again, he didn't want it anymore. He turned his back, walked to the corner, looked at the referee, heard the referee telling him to come forward. He didn't even try. He was pretty much done. There was something more going on. That goes into my second topic that I want to answer. Ness, I think I'm a Wilder fan, but I do think it's something to him getting knocked out and maybe having some type of symptoms or maybe having some type of issues with what went on in training because he just didn't look like AJ. He just wasn't the same. I do give Ruiz credit because he fought a great fight. Third thing, Mike, you won that fight. I watched it 3 or 4 times because it was so entertaining to me. I watched it. The first round, I'm not going to lie, FOG gave you the work in the first round. The next 2 rounds, you had the activity, you landed the punches when you came from the side, and you pretty much, to me, won the rounds because it seemed like FOG actually got tired in the next 2 rounds. He wasn't throwing
repeat that. Repeat that. You said he landed punches what?
I said he landed punches when he moved to the side. Somebody was screaming like, move to the side, move to the side. And he moved to the side, and he landed some good shots in the second and third round.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Rod in the A70. Appreciate that, brother. Good call, man. Shout out to Rod, man, crediting whoever was successfully helping Mike. I wonder what would have happened had he had not gotten that help.
Thank you, Rod.
Thank you, Rod. We're going to go to Aaron. Talk to me.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
I want to talk about this AJ situation. I mean, whether he got knocked out in sparring, seeing a psychologist, panic attack, nigga, does it all matter? I mean, this nigga is actually the Oliver McCall 2.0, nigga. I'm waiting for this nigga to start crying in the middle of the ring like McCall did against Lewis 2, nigga. Because, I mean, he got fires all over the place. He's been exposed. Nigga, and jackals are surrounding his ass, niggas. Whoever's first come, first serve, AJ's on his way out. As far as Ruiz is concerned, I'm happy for him. I know he's going to do a great job, but kind of like on your topic this morning, Ruiz can be, the next Canelo, but that's if he fights like Areola or Molina, because bottom line is he's not going to hold on to the titles that long. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, Ruiz against Fury, Ortiz, and not to even say Wilder.
Nah,
I mean,
but wait. So let me ask you something. So what is it? You think AJ has no chin, or you think he's a bum?
I don't think he has a chin. He's not fit to be heavyweight champion.
Okay, so you don't think he has a chin. So you don't believe that Andy could replicate that performance versus any other of the top heavyweights is what you're saying?
I don't. And do you? I don't. You think he could beat Ortiz? Do you think he could beat Fury?
Well, this is the thing. I haven't.
So he can't beat Canelo because he's not going to hold on to the title.
All right.
He'll lose them. Don't you think so, Ned?
I mean, I don't want to take your time.
You got Ruiz against Ortiz. Say Ruiz takes on Ortiz. You got Ruiz against Ortiz?
I mean, based off this last performance, fuck yeah, bruh. He let his hands go. Ortiz bum ass.
Oh, man.
Bruh, Ortiz was out here playing fucking games with Christian Hammer, man. He been playing with his fool for the last 3 fights. What you talking about?
Oh.
I'm just keeping it real, bro. I'm keeping it real. Listen.
Okay, and I know not about
I gotta be honest, bro. I gotta be honest. It's like this. I didn't pick Ruiz, bro. I didn't pick Ruiz. I thought this dude had 0 chance. So now, y'all want me to say Ruiz is still not as good as we thought. It's just AJ ain't got no chin. Nah. Ain't nobody put AJ down 4 times. Nobody put AJ down 4 times. I gotta believe Ruiz got some power. He just knocked out Dimitrenko. I can't just believe that Ruiz ain't got no power. I gotta see him in with someone else, and they gotta make him look bad for this to be a fluke. I gotta go off of what we just saw. AJ's been in there with Povetkin, bruh. He's been in there with Takam, with Dillian, Parker, Martin, Brazil. Like, these guys all could punch. It's the heavyweight division. We seen all those guys put somebody down. Like, y'all bugging right now. Y'all want to call this dude no chin, the Amir Khan of the division. That's all cool. It's all fun, but why nobody else wasn't knocking him down? Like, I'm not going to say Ruiz ain't got no power until they prove it to me that he ain't got no power, for real. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Based off that fight, man, that motherfucker could punch. He could
got some
punch.
crack, and he got 22 knockouts now. I mean, out of 32 fights. I mean, it's not like he got extraordinary power, but he has the ability to put motherfuckers down. It's evident.
Absolute. I mean,
And really the punch placement, bro.
bro, I never
That
seen
side
nobody
shot.
beat up AJ. Like we been in here talking about AJ's been hurt before. We never seen nobody beat up AJ. Now you want me to believe Ruiz ain't got no power? All right, whatever. Let me go back to Mastermind Joseph on the boomerang. Joseph, you're not
Just
ready.
hit that right in the.
You're not ready, or you ready?
No, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound way better than ever.
Okay. Mike, Mike hit it exactly on the head. It's the punch placement, man. And at the end of the day, dude, it's the heavyweight division. Everybody has power. That's a 260-pound man throwing a punch at you. It's not gonna feel good. You know what I mean? And he's like I said earlier, he's been boxing since he was 6 years old. The man can fight. The man has skill. He was an Olympian. He has a deep amateur background. And I think was it Kevin Iola you had this morning, Ness?
Keith Idek.
Keith Idek, there you go. I'm sorry. He said something similar to what I was thinking, and I agree. You know, the guys with the amateur pedigree, those guys usually are what rises to the top. So he knows how to fight. He's dealt with different styles. This wasn't a fluke. Everybody's talking about AJ got no chin. Andy Ruiz beat his ass for at least 5 rounds straight. Was beating his ass from once he got knocked down to the rest of the fight. He put a beating on Joshua. So it wasn't like Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson, a one-shot deal. You know, after Buster had really been knocked out already. You know, it was an ass whooping, a straight up ass whooping. He got outskilled, man. People are still doing that. You know, they're still judging him, but it's all right. Like I said, I think, and if everybody's power and chance are the same, then really,
cut it.
Going out to Boomeranger.
I won't deny it.
Dazn Viancy Production.
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see. What do we have here now?
Boxingvoice.com.
Dazn Viancy Productions.
Yo, Ness, they still doubting my boy?
They still doubting him. Now they saying his AJ ain't got no chin. Ruiz ain't got no power. AJ just ain't got no chin.
And so knocking down the number one, because at the time, Anthony Joshua was the number one heavyweight champion in the world. Everybody recognized that because he had all the belts. Even though, you know, I feel Wilder was the true heavyweight champion, he still is WC. I'm not going to get into that right now. Get me caught up on that one right now. But listen, he beat Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua fought Dillian White. He has power. I mean, he didn't do what Andy Ruiz did. Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, who was recognized as the man. People were still doubting him, saying, "Oh well, Anthony Joshua ain't got no chin." Whatever it was, he beat him. It doesn't matter why you lost. You lost. Oh well, I got caught. Oh yeah, you got caught, and you lost. So I have no idea why Andy Ruiz is still not getting the. They're giving him credit. It's weird because he's getting a lot of credit. I mean, everyone's asking me. I got casual fans. I got people that don't even watch boxing asking me about who's this guy Andy Ruiz. Who's this guy? I didn't even know they watched boxing, or even I don't even know how they heard it. They say it's on social media, it's everywhere, so it's blown up. So I'm glad for that for Andy. But when people just call in and they're just like, "Oh well, Andy Ruiz couldn't beat this person, couldn't beat that person," please put him in there.
Cut it.
Hey Mike, did we go to Rod and A70? Mike?
Yep.
Jeremy, talk to me.
What up, TBD? Oh man, it's sad to the extent they want to go to discredit this man win. Them are all AJ fans now. You know what I mean? That's why I wish Wilder would have went ahead and knocked Fury out before AJ lost. Remember on the show, my first time calling in, I picked Fat Joe to win. But I just wish Wilder would have knocked off Fury, so now they're going to all abandon AJ and run to Fury. You know what I mean? And now they're going to hate on Ruiz to try to make the Wilder fans and the Ruiz fans supposedly just have some kind of fake beef. You know what I mean? Just because they might fight. It's not going to be a fake beef between any Latinos, the Hispanics, and blacks. They don't understand America. That's why their champion is getting on a plane, probably crying with his buddy in his little short shorts and his little funny hat, flying with his little man purse back to the UK. You know what I mean? So they need to understand what happened and realize that Ruiz and Wilder is about to be a Cinco de Mayo showdown with 50, 60,000 people in Cowboy Stadium. Al Hammond going to say, hey, drop that IBF. Here go 20 million Ruiz, come on down here and fight Wilder. That's what's about to happen. So they might as well just get over it, and then when he knocks Fury out, they'll find another little UK bum to jump on. But it's sad that they're going to go to these extents. And most of these people are AJ fans. These aren't just people coming out of the closet. You know, now they say, oh, AJ, oh, he cut it.
Jeremy, thank you for calling in. We going out to Decatur, Georgia. Lids low.
Fellas, what's happening? Hey, this is exactly why I want a rematch, shawty. See, I'm a true motherfucking fan when it comes to boxing. I don't give a damn if you white, black, Puerto Rican, a Mexican. Shawty, if you can goddamn fight, you can goddamn fight. And give that man his motherfucking respect. Excuse me, all that cousin. I know you be trying to stay on the radio and shit. Hey, but check, though. You understand? Don't do that man like that. But look, we want that rematch. Tell goddamn Joshua stay his ass over there across the pond. Don't fuck with Miami no more, cause he can't hang with that shit we got over here. You did. So we want the rematch, and everybody who's so quick to write off Andy Ruiz thinking he ain't gonna keep this title. This man got a 65% knockout rate. Y'all better go check this man out. Stop listening to what other motherfuckers say and go do your own research and check people out. If you're a real motherfucking boxing fan, shouter. Stop hanging on that man. Get your ass in the ring and goddamn swing. You did. Appreciate you, man. I'm out there count.
Liz Low, man. Thanks for calling in. For those tuning in, we do have a few people tuning in that probably aren't normals. Remember, call in. Don't type.
Man, it's tough.
Don't type when you can Skype. You know. Just leave it at that. We're going to keep these lines moving. We got Jeffrey on Skype. Talk to me.
What's going on, Jeffrey?
You all right, guys? What? Yeah, I'm from the UK, so I just wanted to say my part for AJ. Carl Frampton, yeah? You know Carl Frampton?
Yeah, we know him.
Yeah, of course. He spoke to AJ 3 days before the fight. Now, AJ had a big, massive sty on his right eye. You might have noticed that. Cold for 10 days. Now, he was told not to make that fight. His dad didn't want him to make that fight. But Eddie Hearn made him take the fight.
And how do you know this, sir?
Go on YouTube and see the Carl Frampton.
What? Carl Frampton what?
I don't get it.
What do you mean see Carl Frampton what?
Everyone seems
what
to
are
avoid,
we supposed to see?
it.
Excuse me. What are we supposed to see Carl Frampton do? Does he say what you're saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I don't understand why everyone's coming out with this knockout bullshit in sparring. That's all bullshit. Carl Frampton said it blatantly. He spoke to AJ 3 days before the fight. He had a cold for 10 days. He had a big dirty sty on his right eye, which you can see. You can see in the fight.
So
when
he was
standing
sick.
There.
So you're saying he was sick?
He was sick.
Oh, okay.
He shouldn't have been at that fight. The fight should have been stopped, but there was too much money in it with all the sponsors. And that's why the fight had to go ahead. It's his debut in America. They couldn't stop the fight.
Cut it. Jeffrey, thank you for calling in. We're going into a day. Talk to me. Actually, a day. Hold that thought. We got to get to Mastermind. Castle Hill Gill, talk to me.
What's going on, Castle Hill?
New York City Ambassador Gill, what it do? Just listening?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Gil. All right, just
Thank you
listen.
for the hospitality, Castle Hill Gil.
Going out to a day on Skype.
A day was good. Was good.
What's good, Mike? What's good? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Let's just say it was Wilder that's in this position right now. He got knocked out. All these UK people not go. See, they humble as fuck right now. They will roast the shit out of Wilder, yo. They will make that nigga kill himself. Like, they're so humble right now. They want us to, like, listen to all this story. I don't give a fuck if he was sick. I don't give a fuck if he was pregnant. Nigga, you got in the ring and you got spanked. Listen, if Ruiz didn't get up, we won't be saying all this shit. This nigga got knocked and got up and beat the champ the fuck up. We gotta give him the credit and just stop all this nonsense, bro. I don't want to hear this UK nonsense, bro. He got beat the fuck up. Wilder fought with broken hand, broken arm, broken everything. You don't champ. Who gives a fuck, bro? I don't care if you was sick, nigga. You got beat up. Come on, man. You gonna take the rematch or what? Gonna get slapped again. That's my call.
A day, the energy. Americo, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Australia in the
Awesome,
building.
brother. Australia's in the building on my way to work. We're already on the 4th of June today. Hey, two things. I just want to say one thing. I didn't know what his name is, but it was that man from Dakota, Georgia, Lidslow. What a G, man. He sounds like a pimp with knowledge. He rang up every week and said Andy Ruiz was going to win. You got to listen to that man more often. Second thing, I'm a boxing hardcore, but I'm feeling a bit weird here because I don't know the exact rules. When AJ got knocked down the 4th time, he spat his mouth guard out or his mouth guard got knocked the fuck out. Either way, he went to the corner. He was trying to buy time without mouth guard. Why didn't the referee, give him time to put it in? I'm not an AJ lover. I was happy he got knocked out, but that's something probably Eddie's gonna use as an excuse. You watch, because they didn't give the man the chance to put his mouth guard back in. Or do you know? Is there a rule where you're not allowed to? Do you guys know that or?
Nah, man.
I think it's up to the referee's discretion. If he saw it or not, AJ didn't point at it, didn't say that he didn't have it, so referee thought he probably had it in his mouth.
It was something that I picked up. Yeah, man, and I just want to say, Mike, next time they're going to give you shit about Bud Crawford and one of those shows against Thurman and Spence, I'm going to ring up Playboy and I'm going to ring up and I'm going to be on your side, all right? Have a great day, guys.
All right, Americo, man, thanks for calling in. I can't wait to meet that guy. We got to do an appreciation night, brother. You got to be there for the next one. Let me see who we got. Looking like
90 seconds.
Noah in Cali, California. What it do?
What's poppin', TBV? All right, man, check it out. First and foremost, it's really two things. One, did y'all hear that shit Dylan White was talking about? Like, he came out right after the shit. He was like, oh, yeah, it's over there. America got the stricter drug testing rules. So, he couldn't test it. He was, the pressure probably got to him. But he was like, that's the second time that he brought that shit up, including in TV. You know what I mean? So, what y'all think about that? And how come ain't nobody talk about Robinson getting fucking robbed against Josh Kelly, man? And,
I wasn't on the show Sunday, bro, because our show had some shit for him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had some shit for his ass.
This news just blank
ain't nobody
as that.
says shit.
This news blank as that. I said it. I said Josh Kelly should have lost. Katie Taylor should have lost. And AJ should have lost. I said that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, it seems like you're right, it gets blanketed, but it's like, it just gets glossed over. But, damn, I ain't heard no discussion about that. But, well, because AJ got knocked the fuck out. That's real. But, yeah, so anyway, what y'all think about that, man? Dylan White accusing him that second time, Dylan White, and maybe that's the real reason AJ didn't look like AJ, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something to chew on, man. Put that out there.
Press
that's my call, man.
rewind. We gave our take on it.
Yeah, Dylan always, he been saying that shit for a minute. But
we got a tweet from Eddie Hearn about 5 hours ago.
What did Mr. Hearn say 5 hours ago?
He was responding to a James Gunn. If Anthony Joshua's panic attack rumors are true, it would explain a lot. If Eddie Hearn forced him to go and fight, he should be done in boxing. For someone who suffered severely with a real panic attack for years, I can tell you they are no joke. You feel like you're going to die. Eddie Hearn comes out and says panic attack. I've heard of all sorts of rumors. There was no issue at all going into that fight.
No issue. Even though the AJ protector's trying to make one, he was A-okay. The only issue was them punches ringing off his face.
And big ups to Shakur Stevenson, man. He retweeted. After posting a picture with Drake, Anthony Joshua loses to Ruiz. Conor McGregor loses to Khabib. Sergio Aguero misses a penalty in the Champions League versus Spurs. Serena Williams loses in the U.S. Open. Kentucky Wildcats, no Final Four.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur picked AJ anyway, though. Let's be real. Like, when we had him on the show, he thought AJ would beat Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So, next time you get him on, you make sure you tell him that. You know what I mean? I hold grudges.
I feel you, big. I feel you.
I'm fucking around.
He should be on sometime this week, so you tell him.
Nah, he called me the other day and shit. I'm like, oh, bro, the lines is closed. Let me go out to Brandon, Cincinnati.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good, Mike? All the people calling in saying people making excuses for Joshua trying to take away from Andy Ruiz. I don't think that's what people are doing. Andy Ruiz beat his ass fair and square. I think the theories are coming from people trying to figure out why was Joshua so winded after that uneventful first round. The lips dried up like Pookie on New Jack City. That's what the fuck we trying to figure out. We're not taking away credit from Andy. We trying to figure out why was Joshua so energy drained after the first round. That's where the theories are coming from, and I'm sticking to my series. I'm 28 years old like Joshua, and I know if I was in Miami, I'd be doing some fucking. And I think that nigga was down there doing some fucking. Pussy was undefeated in these streets. He might have was fucking the night before sparring, went into sparring, legs fucked up, and got knocked the fuck out and got a concussion because he was fucking. So that's my conspiracy theory. I got my tinfoil hat on right now. That nigga was down there fucking them bad Dominican bitches in Miami and shit. I'm 1,000 there, and I know what I'd be doing, and that nigga's a millionaire. So I know he was fucking. Got knocked the fuck out in sparring probably, and got a concussion. That ain't taking away from what Andy Ruiz did, but that's just why I think that nigga was so energy drained in that first round. That's my call, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mike. Keep the shows coming, bro.
Brandon, man, thanks for calling in. We're going out to... What do we got here? B. Paulie, Super Chat King, what it do?
What's going on, B. Paulie?
What up, Mike? What up, man? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Look, AJ got knocked the fuck out. But look, though, man, I be reading people, bro. I think AJ got some real issues, bro. If y'all watch that Breakfast Club interview and you peep, like, his stature and the way he was responding to some of them questions, Charlemagne was pressing him about why his hands bleeding, his nails bit all up. I think that dude got some real anxiety issues, man. I don't know how deep it go, but it is something. But it was a good night. Them UK boys, they took a L, man. All y'all taking an L. Boys too soft over there, man. But shout out to TBV, man. I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, what up, Ness? What up, Mike? Hey, Mike, man, you got the dub, man. I don't care what nobody say. You got the dub, and Ness, you the GOAT, man. Can't nobody fuck with you out here in this border war shit, bro. We need to get Joey Dawejko in there with Ness.
Yo, y'all trying to get me killed.
I'll get with y'all later, man. Smash that like, y'all fools.
B. Paul.
Definitely smash that like button. We got 788 watching right now, so we need 700 thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube right now, go ahead and smash that like button. Helps with the visibility of the show, makes us bigger. And if you want to see me or Ness fight in Border Wars this past weekend, go over to patreon.com/Thaboxingvoice and sign up on the $5 tier, and you can watch all the Patreon and Border Wars fight from this past weekend. Lots and lots of excitement. We had some damn good fights.
Mr. Infojo.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Infojo.
presented by my brother.
What's up, my boxing brothers? Yo, check this out. I went to go pick my son up from school today, and the principal rushed me. He's a Mexican, and we talk boxing sometime. And he was like, I told you. I was like, well, why you didn't bet then? Next thing you know, man, a whole crowd of parents crowding around talking about the fight, right? This shit ain't never happened before. Trip me out, right? So I asked the question that you had this morning. Can Ruiz be as big as Canelo? And shout out to Mr. Espino. I told him to listen to the show. Yo, he said if Ruiz were to beat Wilder, he can be as big as Canelo because Canelo has a big body of work. Yo, let me say this. Yo, all the AJ fans, y'all been calling in for the last 2 years talking about AJ. I'm a Wilder fan. If Wilder was to lose against Ortiz, I'm going to call in, get my crow, and I'm going to still ride with Wilder because that's my guy. Win, lose, or draw. I thought y'all was better fans than American fans, but I guess I was wrong. Yo, we need to have a separate Border Wars show. I want to hear from all the fighters about the whole experience, what happened in Newark, New Jersey, man. That's my call. Shout out to all the callers. TBB pound for pound #1. Peace.
Info Joe, thanks for calling in, brother. We going out to V in Texas. Talk to me.
Yo, what's poppin', man? Hold on, let me get off speaker. Yeah, like I'm saying, that, yo, I'm an AJ supporter. I'm a just jump right out there in front and say that, you know what I mean? And I just think it's funny how everybody turning their back on my boy like that. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, boxing is the one sport where you're kind of allowed to be racist, kind of, you know, like everybody votes for their team. And it's amazing to see, you know, because last time I checked, AJ's a black man. It's amazing to see, like, everybody just abandoned. They're not even being like, I know there's been this whole Wilder thing, but still, you know what I mean? The guy is young, and he accomplished a lot, you know, and I think people should be more supportive of him, honestly. He did look weird. I'm not going to give it no excuses, though. I mean, he did have the pookie lips. Did he not? I mean, he looked winded. One round in, he looked winded. I was like, what's up with my boy?
My nigga said the pookie lips. Nigga, I ain't heard that shit in a minute.
Yeah, he did, man. It was spooky to see. I'm not gonna lie, and I want to see the rematch. But like I said, it's funny to see everybody abandon him and jump off his boat like that. It's like, wow, you know. I'm still supporting. I think he got a shot.
And you already know how it goes. They love you, they hate you, then they love you again. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the heavyweight division is like that, and I think Fury or Wilder is going to lose too. That's my personal opinion, because it's the heavyweight division. One of them is going to take an L. You know what I mean? This ain't going to end up with everybody.
Cut it. And we all know what I'm saying, and well, not everybody, but there are people that out there that enjoy seeing a superstar fall from grace. We've seen it with the coverage that Kanye West got. We've seen it with the coverage that AJ is getting. I'm saying when you're on a high plateau and you fall from it, it's going to be stories. It's going to be YouTube articles. YouTube videos. It's going to be newspaper articles, website articles that are written about you. I mean, to whom much is given, much is required. So AJ just paying his debt. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
On my shoulder, the fighting man says Wilder at Wembley, boom. And then this devil on my shoulder, the manager hat, says, what's best to guide my career? So it's playing devil's advocate, putting them together and seeing what works out best for my career. Do you know what I mean?
But Wilder at Wembley?
It depends. I think if it's pushed that way, it has to happen. And I just think, I'm going to do things my way, innit? If Wilder works, we're going to make it happen. If Wilder...
He never wanted that shit.
I think he started to want it more towards the end because he knew shit was going to start getting hard for him and shit, and the matchups wasn't going to be that clear cut. It wasn't going to be no more tackings and shit like that, or Pavecking. So he wanted that big fight, probably to go and cash out and get his money.
Long Beach in the house, yeah.
All right, Ness. You know me. You know my body type. That said, I was totally going for Ruiz because he was fighting He was doing it for the cats like myself who had to wear T-shirts to the pool party back in the day. So let me get onto some facts. Let's use some revision as history.
Get off that speakerphone, JB. Come on, man. Sound like you in the
All right,
clouds.
here I go. Let's use some revision as history. Anthony Joshua, I once gave him favor to beat Anthony
Bruh,
Deontay Wilder. Here's the
something
reason
definitely
why.
wrong with your phone, or you not talking into the receiver.
But you can't hear me? No, I should be good, bro.
Now you
I'm
good.
on that 10.
Now you good.
Yeah, I'm on the 10, Jack. But so Anthony Joshua I once favored over Wilder for the reason because I thought he was very durable. Here's why. Anthony Joshua 2-3 years ago got up in the 10th round off of a flush Vladimir Klitschko right hand. People don't do that. And then he still had the wherewithal to talk to him and tell him, if you don't get me out of here, I'm going to get you. Okay, that's being durable as shit. You get to Ruiz fight, he doesn't even land a flush punch. You got Joshua stanky legging all over the ring. I believe the rumors are true. That's why you had Joshua's father going at Hearn, because Joshua was hurt in sparring, in camp. Joshua was not the same Anthony Joshua. I got no reason to cape for him. But it's clear he had no resistance. He fought like he was punch drunk, like a dude who's been through a battle in the 11th round. It's clear, dude. This is not an excuse. You guys all seen that. Stop being emotional. Too many people calling in, cussing, and talking about fuck Joshua this or that. We have revision for history here. And Anthony Joshua has gotten off the mat from a Vladimir Klitschko right hand. You mean to tell me he can't take a deflected blow from Andy Ruiz right now? That's bullshit. That man was hurt. That man was punch drunk, and he had no resistance. And all of y'all know it. Stop that shit, man.
Cut it.
I'm out.
Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. He even got Americans protecting AJ these days.
Good call, big dog.
KC, man, talk to me.
Who was that?
KC.
Yo,
what's going on, Casey?
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first of all, I want to clear up one thing, man. You guys need to stop saying UK fans, because not everyone in the UK fucks with AJ, and he's even got American fans. So can you just guys say AJ fans? All right. Second of all,
AJ protectors.
Yeah. Second of all, what I want to say is, do you know that guy that was talking about Carl Frampton asking? It was Carl Froch, sorry, asking about the cut in the eye. He didn't really sound convincing, but if you guys have seen, AJ's dad was going crazy at Eddie Hearn, so that story could be true about if AJ, he was probably concussed or something was wrong with it. I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, so I'm not making excuses for AJ. But AJ's dad was going crazy at Eddie, like blaming him for something. And what was the other point I was trying to bring up? Fuck. Yeah. And also, there was another caller talking about AJ bites his hands, and you saw it in the Breakfast Club. And I feel like Jarrell Big Baby Miller brought out a lot of insecurities out of Anthony Joshua, you know? The pressure. He brought out, like, you can see cracks open up, I think, because AJ, he's good with the PR, you know? The PR talk, so he talks really well on media, and I think all of that shit was starting to get to him, bro. You know? I mean, it'll get to a lot of people, so I really do feel like my nigga's got anxieties. And other than that, man, Deontay's the real champ. That's it.
Casey, man, thanks for calling in. We're going
Thanks
out.
for staying up so late, man. It's like 1:44 over there. Thank you, brother.
Going out to Scott. Talk to me.
What's going on, Scott?
Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, my thing is, you don't quit by just saying you quit. You quit by actually quitting. And the ref even said in the fight, he said, yo, this isn't a break. Get over here. And Joshua was like, fuck that. And then he put it back to the corner. And he's like, what are you doing? Get your gloves. Do you want to fight? He's like, yeah. And he's like, fucking fight. And Joshua just didn't do nothing. So that's why they stopped it. But I think, real quick, I think the real winner in all this is Wilder. Because Wilder said a couple months ago, he said, I'm going to bet on myself. AJ doesn't run my career. I run my own career. So he didn't fight AJ. AJ ends up losing. And Showtime already pretty much matched this monster offer, which would have been off the table right now. So imagine you're Wilder. You signed to fight AJ after Ruiz. There's no Joshua fight. And now there's no offer from Showtime because Showtime doesn't have to match anything. So Wilder, I think, really had his insurance policy setting up his next 2 fights with this gigantic offer from Showtime, and he dodged a huge bullet. So congrats to him. AJ seemed classy. You know, that was nice to see. Let's see how I think he's more of a nice version of Amir Khan. So, you know, we'll see. So that's my call.
Good call, Scott. Good call.
Scott in South Carolina. Thanks for calling in.
Shout out South Carolina.
Yo, fix your mic, man. You touched it over there, man. You did something, man. Touching your shit, man. Fucking up the audio, man.
Was it too loud?
It was.
That was better?
It is.
Okay, my bad.
Brandon in North Carolina.
North Carolina, what's up? Shout out to the baby.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Hey, good fight, Mike. That was a good fight. You won that one. And Ness, good work for the last couple of months. I haven't been able to call. I've been in your country, Dominican Republic, loving on your women over there.
Nice.
But hey, man, listen, I'm a AJ fan, and I think everybody sees it. Ness, have you ever seen anybody get water during the ring walk? He got water during the ring walk. Do it slow motion. Watch the ring walk. Do it in slow motion. See how his eyes was all over the place. This guy was, you hit it, Ness. This guy was anxiety. And another thing you said, Ness, you said when they asked AJ what makes him the champion, he said, I don't know. You remember when you said that?
Yeah, Monday. He said that Monday.
This right here tells you that something's not right with AJ. Nothing to take against Ruiz or anything. But AJ that was not the AJ he could have, the same game plan that he did with Joseph Parker, he could have beat Ruiz with the same game plan. Stay at the end of the jab and just hit him every now. He threw his best punch that he could have thrown. He threw it one time, and that was the uppercut. He threw the uppercut one time, and what happened? He knocked Ruiz down. Did he throw an uppercut any other time? AJ throws the uppercut at least 10 times.
Yeah, man, it just seemed like he was more fatigued in the first round, and that just lasted out. And then once Ruiz caught him with that temple shot, shit was never the same.
Yeah, man. Zorro, talk to me.
What's going on, Zorro?
What's up, Mike? I heard you put them hands on him, man. I'm gonna have to go and check that out. Hey, Ness, man, I know you jamming that El Capo, man. I know you on that El Capo. That's hard right there, that El Capo. But man, I don't want to take nothing from Ruiz, man. Ruiz hit him on top of his head, man, and he didn't know what to do after that. He was done. Like everybody that's jumping on AJ, if they've never been in the ring or got hit in the head or hit in the face, like my cousins, I grew up with them. They like 6'4". 6'1", and I'm 5'5", and all us fought, and they hit you. You gonna feel it. You gonna buzz. So, man, them dudes is big dudes, and they're hitting each other. So, I'm not gonna take nothing from Ruiz and AJ if he want to come back and get his rematch and run it back, see what he can do, and that's it right there. That's my call, man. I'll let y'all get to it. I got some homework to get to.
All right, Zorro.
All right, man. Keep pushing, man. I know that homework shit, boy. That right there is fucking just a fucking I'm sorry, I can't even explain it.
We got some super chats from Truth Hurts. AJ looked relieved with the loss, like he needed it. The Great Jr. Ruiz can be bigger than Canelo because he is a heavyweight. Heavyweight is the ultimate division. Fighting in the States at MSG brings more pressure than Wembley. Big Nick, AJ should work with Bomac or Derek James. Marvel 1213-1. Check your IG, Ness, Mike. I sent confirms Joey's KO. Okay, check that out, Mike. Kaz, if IBO is legit, Eubank Jr. is a 2-time world champion. Mookie B, the ref picked up the mouthpiece. That's why when AJ didn't come forward, he stopped it. Let's go out to Joshua. Talk to me.
Yeah, what up, TVV? Hey, Mike, I ain't see your fight, but I'm rolling with you anyway. Congratulations. What you was talking about, you say you didn't take it serious. I suggest you take boxing serious. They had a few shows when you was in there going back and forth with Ness, and Ness was just trying to put you on game. And boxing is a serious sport, so I suggest if you get in the ring again, just take your training a lot more serious, respect the sport. On the other hand, Mr. AJ, I mean, I was happy when I saw it, but at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I've been knew he was what he was. I've been calling in talking about the way his trainers got him bulky and stocky like a bodybuilder that never goes hand in hand in boxing. It can be he had always had stamina issues. I think he had mental issues as well for his dealing with anxiety and stuff. I mean, so I don't know what it is. I almost believe that he couldn't get that. Somebody made a reference to him. He like Pacquiao tried to get like some type of shot before the fight with Mayweather. AJ couldn't get that done, so he probably wasn't even much. When he couldn't get his power pellets, that would made him nervous, and that's what his Paul was in the ring fussing at Eddie Hearn, telling him, "You put us in this situation." When they told him from the gate that it wasn't going to work, when Jarrell Miller backed out. He couldn't get his little power pillar shot before the fight and stuff. So, and on top of fighting in New York and United States for his first fight, that pressure just was on that ass. And Andy Ruiz was a lot too much for him. And that's my
Cut it. I mean, it's just Joey Dawejko walking on IG, going over to AJ, and AJ's like, "Yeah, man, you're a good sparring partner. He got real power right there." Pretty much what he said.
Yeah, no, that's what we was talking about on FaceTime with Elms from the UK. That's what we talking about. Like, you know, we've never seen AJ tell us his sparring partners got real power. Real power. That must have been the moment he got knocked up, scraped off the ground. Or, you know, a couple moments after, rather.
Probably so.
Mike in Texas, talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, GBV?
What up?
Listen, bro. After the fight, I called. I don't know if you remember. I said AJ quit because I seen it, and everybody's saying it right now. AJ didn't want to be there. When you see a fighter, spit out the mouthpiece because he don't want it no more. And he turned around, went back to his corner, turned his back to the referee, and he didn't want it. I don't know what happened to AJ that night, but he wasn't the same AJ. Maybe he was off the juice, or he just didn't want to be there. That was my call. Peace. Love y'all guys.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the call, Mike. Definitely appreciate the fact that you're enjoying it. If you haven't already, drop us a 5-star review. It helps keep us the #1 boxing podcast in the world on iTunes. So if you haven't dropped a 5-star review, do so. Listen, don't be that jerk-off listener that's sitting back like, yo, I haven't dropped a review. I'm exactly who y'all talking about. I'm going to get to it, and then you never get to it. Like, don't do that shit.
Don't be that jerk off listener that listens for 2.5 hours and not even smash that thumbs up button, or at least bookmark that Amazon link that's over on theboxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors, where you can use our Amazon link and do all your shopping through that link. It costs you no extra money, but we do get a little kickback every time you use that link. So bookmark that link. Tell a friend about the show. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we go live, and just join the fucking TBV movement, man. We're a family and we have a lot of fun when we get together.
You know, and that's what we're talking about when we say no shoplifting. Like, you don't have to fork over your hard-earned money, but hitting the thumbs up, sharing the show on your Facebook wall or on your Instagram story, whatever the case may be, anywhere you could drop a link will be preferable. Heading over to theboxingvoice.com/affiliate sponsors and, you know, bookmarking, saving, copying, sharing that Amazon link that Mike spoke about, using it when you go shopping. It costs you absolutely nothing, but we get a little kickback. Look, Mike left his headphones over here. How in the hell is he going to get those headphones? Because I know he ain't expecting me to pay shipping. So that's why we need you to hit that link. You know what I'm saying? So then we can ship them shits to his ass for leaving them. Now, it's really my fault. I was supposed to take Mike to the airport, man. I passed out. But it's also his fault, right? Like, he was asleep while I did 2 shows for y'all, right? I did the live Well, he did the live with me, but I did the immediate reaction alone. You seen that, and it was like a 3-hour show while Mike was fucking counting sheep downstairs. I was in here working hard.
I had an early flight, man. I had to get back, try to make the fucking Sunday show, but you know, it shit just didn't go as planned for Sunday.
Let me go out to a boomeranger on the check-in.
To this day, to this day.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Yo. What's going on, Ness? I tried to call in, I'm still in the States, but the number wasn't working.
Probably because I keep the phone lines on Blog Talk to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So if you don't call in those first 45 minutes, you on the outside looking in.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, man. So I think a lot of things are coming out. So apparently we heard AJ had a concussion in sparring. I'm not sure what is true exactly. One thing I will say is I was just having a look again at some of the interviews Ruiz did before the fight. And you could see that he was really confident. It's almost like he had been studying AJ for a while. He knew that he was AJ's kryptonite and he knew his style would be AJ. And I just think that AJ didn't
He had
properly...
been studying him. If you listen to the post fight, he said that he's been asked which of the champions would he like to fight numerous times in interviews, and numerous times he always said Anthony Joshua. He always felt that his style and Joshua's style would make for a good fight and that he would come out on top.
Yeah, just realizing that. And I think AJ didn't take time to study Ruiz. He just felt like Ruiz wasn't on his level and he would, do what he normally did.
Raise your window, KO.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, and every car passing by your car. Won't you raise your windows and you close your sunroof there, buddy?
Oh no, I'm just outside. I'm just trying to get some food, but I thought I would call in quickly. So I'm just sitting outside Denny's.
Oh, you in Kelbrook's garden?
Nah, I'm actually in San Antonio.
Oh, you in Texas?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm here for a week and then I fly back to London.
How's your time in the States been?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been it's really hot over here, which is nice. Because it's quite cold in London. So yeah. Just I'm just gonna enjoy the heat for a few days and then get back to business, get back to work as usual.
Well, all right, KO. Thanks for calling in. Activate the boomerang if you want. Must be nice. Was in New York for AJ. Now in Texas for a week. Gotta love the UK. AJ, talk to me.
AJ.
What's up, Miss?
What up?
Mike, hey, man. It's a pleasure meeting y'all, man. I'm glad I fucking found this little podcast and shit. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. That whole shit with AJ, that shit believable, man. You talk to anybody that has suffered through any kind of shit like that, or even been in the ring and had a miss up where you fucking get hit, everything fucking spark out, you start seeing motherfucking stars and shit, your legs get under you, it's a wrap. At that point, done deal, man. Put a fork in it, it's a wrap. That's my call. I'm out.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, man, and welcome.
Dominic, we went to Dominic in Seattle, right?
No, we have not.
No, we have not.
You was trying to duck me. Yo, what's good? Hey, yo, last time I checked, PBC got all the heavyweight title belts. I'm Mr. PBC. Mr. Dazn stepped out of the building. There is no more Anthony Joshua coming to PBC. I think Anthony Joshua was looking like Clark Kent. He was looking like he couldn't throw a punch to save his life. He gets hit by anything, he's falling over a trash can. It was sad. I do think that last time I checked, Andy Ruiz said that he's not fighting in the UK, he's fighting in the US. Now that was Fight Hype to check my source. So, I think that's going to happen. Anthony Joshua can't call all the shots. And Eddie Hearn and his dad are slave masters, and we're starting to learn. This is the year of Aquarius. And Deontay Wilder needs to stop having such an egotistic ways and finally just fight somebody that we want to see. I don't want to see Luis Ortiz. That's my call.
Dominic, man, thanks for calling in. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Final thoughts. I will just reiterate my point. I do not believe this. I repeat, I do not believe this. I don't believe Joey Dawejko knocked out Anthony Joshua in sparring. Catch me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. West Coast, 2 p.m. UK, 7 a.m. Mountain. Mike.
Knockout.
Oh, shit. We got Caesar on the line. My bad, Mike. Caesar.
What's up, PBV? How you guys doing, man?
Yo, you pressing that one super late, champ. Caesar, you there? Caesar?
Yeah. You hear me?
Yes.
Actually, I pressed the one a long time ago, but now I heard the intro. I was like, whoa, I thought I pressed one. But, hey, I caught you guys before you ended. But, yeah, about that knockout, man. Yeah, I'm just like you, Ness. I'm thinking it's a bit fishy. Looking at the guy's record, coming 3 straight losses, and just not very impressive. On top of that, I mean, you got headgear on and all that stuff. But, I mean, hey, anything can happen, I guess, right?
Yeah, man, I found it difficult to believe.
Quick thing. Yeah, for sure. But I want to give some props to Mike, man, for his performance on Border Wars. I honestly thought that he took that dub, but hey, if he wants to run it back, he's a real one for that one, and I commend him, and I can't wait to see the rematch, man. It'd be awesome.
Thank you, brother, man. I appreciate that.
Well, all
right. For sure. Well, shout out to you guys, man. Great show, and you guys have a good night.
Well,
TBV for life.
Thank you, Caesar. There you go, Mike. You got someone that believes you won that shit.
I mean, he's not the only one, but as I was saying, staph infection, knocked out, panic attack, anxiety, all these things could have been totally true, but at the end of the day, these things are some things that might just happen when shit happens, you know what I'm saying? But Joey Dawejko, I'm not quite sure if the story is, true, but if it is, then sparring. But at the end of the day, it's all about how you come back from adversity and how you perform on the night. And on the night, Andy Ruiz was the deciding factor. It wasn't no staff. It wasn't no knockout. It wasn't fucking anxiety. It was Andy Ruiz came out there and he put it.
But was it them Spanish mommies in Miami though?
I mean, it could have been, but on the night, it was Andy. We got to see how AJ comes back and see how Andy progresses on in the next fight. Because at the end of the day, man, boxing is boxing. And in the heavyweight division, it only takes one hit to change everything, as we seen Saturday night. Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And big ups to everybody out there in the chat. And if you like what you watch, smash that thumbs up button.
Future, present, past. It's still going to help with the visibility of the show. So if you're seeing this tomorrow, mañana, if you're listening to these words a year from now, it's still valid. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. And if you want extra show, more exclusive, never before seen stuff, things that you're going to hear, head on over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice for more. Peace.